Gregory, on my word, will not carry coal.
No, for then we should be colliers.
I mean, and we be in color will draw.
Hey, while you live, draw your neck out of the collar.
I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague.
That shows thee a weak slave, for thee the weakest goes to the wall.
'Tis true, and therefore women, being the weaker vessel, are ever thrust that way. Therefore I will push Montague's men from the wall, and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrel is between our ancestors and us their men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant. When I have fought with the men, I will be civil with the maids. I will cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids?
Ay, the heads of the maids, or their maidens. Take it in what sense thou wilt.
They must take it in the sense that they feel it.
Me they shall feel while I am able to stand, and 'tis known I am a pretty piece of flesh.
'Tis well thou art not fish. If thou hadst been poor John. Draw thy tool, it is the house of the Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
Now turn thy back and run.
Fear me not!
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us law our side, let him begin.
I will frown as I pass by, and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as he dares, as I will bite my thumb at him, as it is a disgrace to him if he bears it.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
Is it by the law of our side if I say I?
No!
No, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir.
No, sir, but I am for you, as I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Well, sir.
Say, Breton, here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw if you be men. Gregory, remember thy washing gloves.
Rebellious subjects, enemies of peace, profaners of this neighborhood, stained steel. Will they not hear what ho you mean, you beasts, that quench the fire of your pugnacious rage with purple fountaneous issuing from your veins? The pain of torture from those bloody hands. Throw your misinterpreted weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word, by the old Capulet in Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets, and made Verona's ancient citizens, cast by their grace, basin and ornaments, to wield old partisans and hounds of years old, cankered with peace, to part your counted hates. If you ever disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For all this time, all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, shall go away with me, and you, Montague, come you this afternoon to know our father pleasure. In this case, to old Freetown, or common judgment, place one more on pain or death. All men depart!
Oh, Romeo, oh, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if that will not, be sworn by my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art myself, not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name that which we call it a rose? By any word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection what he owes. Without that title, Romeo doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee take all myself.
I take thee by thy word. Call me but love, and I will be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that, thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell them who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, but I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art. If the kinsmen find thee, they will kill thee.
With love's light wings did I overpeach these walls, for stormy limits cannot hold out my love. And why love can do that, thy dared love attempts. Therefore, thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more pale in their eyes than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. But life were better ended by their hate than death prolonged, witting of thy love.
By whose directions found thou out this place?
By love that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet when thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush brooklyn on my cheek. For that which thou had me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, yet if thou swearst, thou may prove false and lovers' perjuries. They say Jove laughs, O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or is't thou think I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think I behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I prove more than true. Than those that have more coin to be strange, I should have been more strange, I must confess. But that thou'st overheard ere I was ware. My true love passion therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips with silver all these fruit treetops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, then consistent moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, if thou wilt swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my idolarity, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which death ceased to be, ere one can say it light and sweet good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower where we next meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to my heart as that within thy breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
Thy exchange of thy love faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet if I were to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, I will give it to thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep the more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet, come on!
I hear some noise within, dear love. Adieu.
Live long and prosper, my brother. My man, just the guy I was looking for.
He is not your man.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Tybalt, there's no reason for me not to love you.
No kids, back, please.
I love you more than you could ever believe. but I cannot tell you why.
No take you back.
This can only be resolved with the duel of the fates.
We've been fighting.
Guys, stop! This isn't you!
Tybalt, you killed Mercutio. Now you must die.
You're goddamn right I did! Oh! He's back? I always come back.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you don't know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
And moderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love. For Venus smiles not in an hour house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which too much minded by herself alone may be put from her by society. Now do you know the reason of this haste?
I would I not why it should be slowed. But look, here comes the lady towards my cell.
Happily met my lady and my wife.
That may be true when I am your wife.
That maybe must be love on Thursday next.
What must be, shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to him that I love you.
So will ye, I am sure that you love me.
If I do so, it will be more price, being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongest it more than the tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth. And what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hasn't slandered it.
It may be so, for it is nor mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter. Now, my lord, we must entreat to some time alone.
God shielded I should disturb devotion. Juliet on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me past hope, past care, past help.
It strains me past the compass of my wit. I hear thou must, and there's nothing I may do to protrude it. On next Thursday, you will be married to his county.
Tell me not, Friar, that thou hast hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I help it presently. God join my heart, and Romeo thou our hands, and ere this hand to thee to Romeo scaled shall be the label to another deed, or my true heart with treacherous revolt turn to another, this shall slay them both. Therefore, out of thy long experienced time, give me some present counsel, or behold, twixt my extremes, and me this bloody knife shall play the umpire, arbitrating that which the commission of thy years and art could to no issue of true honor bring. Be not so long to speak. I long to die, if what thou speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter, I do not spy of any kind of hope, which craves me a desperate execution of what is desperate in what we would prevent. Rather than marry County Paris, I have the strength and will to slay thyself, and that it will likely not undertake. A thing of death to chide away at this shame, that copest with death his scalp to scape from it. Now, if thou darest, I can give thee a remedy.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris, from off the battlements of any tower, or walk in thievish ways, or bid me lurk, or serpentar, change me with roaring bears, or hide me nightly in a charnel house. Oh, recover quite with the dead man's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapless, or bid me go into a new-made grave, and hide me with a dead man in his shroud. And I will do without fear or doubt to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be merry. Give consent. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look at thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with you in a chamber. Take thou this vial, being it then in bed. This distilled liquor drink it thou off, and then presently through all the veins shall run cold a drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep this negative progress, but sure pace. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses of thy lips and cheeks shall fade to paly ashes. Thy eyes' windows fail, like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part deprived of the supple government shall, stiff and dark and cold, appear like the dead, borrowed from the likeness of the shrunk death. Thou shalt continue to 48 hours to sleep, and then awake from that pleasant sleep. But now, as the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from the bed, there art thou dead. Then, and as in the manner of this country is, in thy best robes, uncovered in the briar, thou shalt be borne into the same ancient vault where the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, thou against shalt wake. Shall Romeo by letters know your drift, and shall hither he come, and I will watch thou walking into the very night. Shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and shall be free from this present shame. If no inconstant toy, no womanish fear, about thy boy and after it.
Give me, oh tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Go, be strong and prosperous. In this resolve, I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua to give a letter to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall put forward. Farewell, dear father.
Tool. Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw thy weapons if you be men. Gregory, remember thy
What?
action!
My ears have. What man art thou that? Thus I don't want the prologue song.
Wow.
What man art thou that? Thus be screed and late, so stumblest. It has mooned me.
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I had written, I would.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Switch.
Alack, there lies more peril.
Action.
Alack, there. I thought you said action.
But look, here comes the lady towards my cell.
Happily met my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I am your wife.
That may be, must be love on Thursday next.
What must be, shall be.
That's a
certain
certain
text. That is my lie! But look, here comes the lady herself towards my cell.
Happily met my lady and my wife.